Hello everybody, welcome back to more Pokemon FireRed Randomizer Nuzlocke. It's me, Basil, and since last time I did a lot of stuff. Basically, this is our team right now. I didn't go to the full level cap, because level cap is currently 43, and I think that's a bit stupid for doing Team Rocket Hideout. So I will do this with around level 30 and see if I need to up the levels a little bit here and there. But yeah, I'm just trying to stay safe so that nothing stupid dies, but I also don't just want to sweep through this because it's kind of boring. We have a few new team members here. I also prepped some members in case we die. But Copium has evolved into the Shogun, and it does have Brick Break, Flamethrower, Aerial Ace, and Headbutt. It's actually pretty good now. Yes, I got the Flamethrower from the casino. I have Raichu with Thunderbolt, Thunderwave, Quick Attack, and Slam. Well, to be fair, only Thunderbolt is relevant. Let's see if it can regain its history of destroying everything. I wanted to say Magikarp. Our Gyarados has Hyper Beam, Bite, Dragon Rage, and Water Pulse. Hyper Beam being the only one that's new, bought from the Superstore, which is really, really good for us. Because it's not stab, but it's 150 base, and it's physical, which, guess what? Gyarados is a physical mon by a wide margin. Then we have the Haunter. Haunter is the name in German. In English. I'm stupid. It's a special attacking one, which is always weird because Ghost is physical, as we now know since the E4 last time. Ghost is physical. And as such, it has Giga Drain and Thunderbolt, and Hypnosis because I didn't have another move for it. It is pretty good. It still needs to become a Gengar though. But it does have Levitate, which I need to keep in mind, so it can be a very good safe switch into Ground Mons, which becomes very relevant for Giovanni. The Doug Trio is still the Doug Trio. Cut, Rock Tomb, Dig, and Magnitude, still good. And the Poliwrath, yes, has still got Water Pulse, which isn't great because it's again a physical attacker, but not by that much. It's like, what, 17 difference? That's why I have the Mystic Water on it. And Double Slap, Brick Break, Hypnosis, again, not full moveset, but that's fine. I also have, what item on you? I had the Miracle Scene on the Haunter because of the Giga Drain. Will it matter? I don't know. But I just... That is so weird. We're back now, everybody. Wow. That is fascinating. Great. Amazing. Why this happens? I have no idea. It's literally just nonsensical to me. Now, why do icons here look different? Is this... Okay, no, icons were just bugged out. And Stream Elements wants to spam me again. Okay, cool. So, we have to do this. Beat up this guy. I don't know what he has, but it has to be beat upable. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Eradicate. Should fall to a Brick Break. And it does fall to a Brick Break. Good. I didn't expect anything else. Zubat is a bit more weird. I feel like... Is it already a poison type? Maybe just Aerial Ace it? Yeah, that works. It was either that or Headbutt. Okay, so that's this guy down. So activate switch behind poster and go behind. Bum 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 bum. I just remembered I have to do all of this again. Oh no, this took ages. I hate Team Rocket hideouts or villain hideouts. They always take so long. Drowsy. Everything falls to Copium. I hope. Okay, I'm not sure if the crit was necessary. because Copium is actually really strong. Machop definitely gets area aced. Grunt is down, Grunt is down. As for next week, I'm not sure entirely what my stream plan is going to be, because Thursday and Friday are going to be days off, because Thursday is a holiday and Friday is going to be a bridge day. So I have more time, and I'm considering just going ham next week, honestly. But I'll have to see. I'll have to decide tomorrow exactly what I want to do. And then I'll obviously upload the streams schedule later tomorrow. If you're a Dokumi, you probably won't see this, but I hope you all enjoy Germany and the Dokumi. I really wanted to go there, except I didn't get holiday. I didn't get time off. I planned the hotel, I planned the tickets, I had everything, but I just didn't get the time off. I'd have loved to be there. I planned to go there with friends, but I couldn't. And to everybody saying, oh, you could have just pretended to be sick. Well, yes, I could. But also, no. That is just asking for trouble, especially after having asked for holiday and then being sick on those exact 2 days. Because I wanted to go on Thursday, because then I would have driven with all my friends. Because driving 4 hours by myself was asking for me just not wanting anything anymore. I could have theoretically just stayed the weekend by driving myself, but A, I paid for a hotel for 4 days, and B, I just don't want to drive those 4 hours myself. And it's not like I get an easier time driving back, because I have to drive back myself, otherwise my car would still be there. And going by train is hell. Reading social media, everybody's just complaining about the trains, like, yes, welcome to Germany. It's been this way forever. Though overall our train system is still really good. Train and bus and public transport is really, really good. But obviously when you have thousands of trains happening daily, some of them are bound to be bad. And some more than others. Let's see. Oh, stuff happened. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yeah. Thanks, OBS, for being dumb. I hate it when there's Discords, right? And on those Discords, obviously, people do like the Discord notifications that you're streaming, which is amazing, by the way. Bumble and Shadow Gamer are really good for that. And the issue is, obviously, if OBS has to disconnect and then restart, then it does the stupid notification twice, which feels bad. Taunt is decent, but not exactly great in this Nuzlocke. I need to see here what I do. So I do want that. Sick potion. Not that it matters a whole lot. I have to go all the way around again, don't I? I think I need to do this, and then this, and I have to go this way. I have to go that way, and this way. There we go. At least I remember stuff this time around. That's a plus. That's an advantage. It's at least not the teleporty hideout. It's just the eventually get key and open doors hideout. Or actually get elevator. It's not the doors hideout. It's the elevator. It's not Surfgo. Making this a lot easier, actually, if I remember correctly. After this, I also need to beat Rival. There's a lot of stuff. Last time we did all of this before beating up Erica. But this time I don't care about the side quests. The side quests just happen. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. There is another Atticate. Another brick break. The only reason we need to eventually leave this hideout is because the brick breaks run out. I feel like Rattata can probably just get headbutted. Yep. Okay. There we go. Not even a lot of money. Ugh. Took so long to scrape the entire money together. We do have a Zigzagoon, which has pickup. So putting that into the team and running around at like 10x speed means you get an item and good nuggets and stuff constantly, which helps a lot. Bam, bam, ba, ba, da, da. 32. We're still far from the level max. Coughing. Irrelace. It survived. Die to headbutt. There we go. Let me just quickly check that everything here is still working as it should. Yep. And over here as well. Good. Good, good. Exactly as needed. It's just always scary when OBS decides to just eat it. So then you have to check everything. Cookie was hurt by poison. Amazing. Okay, do we head back or do we just use an antidote here? Do believe I did. Yep. Grab some antidotes. We did the guy down. Oh, there's an item. Hyper potion. Okay. Not that we necessarily really need it. Is there anything here? Oh, there's. We had to head a different way. We had to go down here or up? We had to go down here to get the key and then use the elevator. It has been a while and I have the brain of a goldfish. Blob blob. Does flamethrower actually suffice, just out of curiosity? I mean, there's a 10 level difference, which wouldn't have greatly changed, by the way. Like, we'd be at like level 28 in this instead. Yeah, okay. Flamethrower does work against them. That means I can save up some PP. There is an item. Frustration. Not gonna happen in a Nuzlocke, at least. Nothing there. More puzzles. Shoop, shoop. Do want the item. Shop shop. Rare candy doesn't really matter. I do have to go up again though. And around and around and I think I need to go down. Yes. Hi. Hi. Get beat up. If you have Reticate, they'll get brick breaks. If you don't, you get air relaced. Or I guess headbutted if it's just Rattatas. That works too. Get headbutted. Bonk. This, by the way, is still really, really warm, so I do need to remind myself to drink a lot of water. It is less warm today because it did rain overnight. But 24 degrees is still too much for this plant. This plant is happy at like 15 degrees Celsius, and everything above just makes pain. Now, how's Flamethrower against Drowsy? It doesn't kill. So I guess we stick to other stuff that we know works. Bonk. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Black glasses. That was a really good one, except I don't think we have anything with dark attacks. Ah, the Gyarados has bite. But then again, the Gyarados really doesn't want to use Bite. I mean, sure, it's better than nothing right now. I mean, if it's ever forced to use Bite, then it's just gotta be good. But I'd also rather not have to just use it. Is this the key? No, it's Max Ether. Okay. Is this a key? No, it's Snatch. Interesting. I think that trades an item or swaps an item. Something along those lines. Coughing. I think we used Aerial Ice to deal with the coughings before. Except one guy survived. Yeah, this guy also survived. So no, don't poison me with smog. It's lame. Good. Headbutt. Bonk. Next up is another. Oh no, it's Zubat. Okay. That's flamethrowers suffice. I feel like I asked that a couple of times now. It does suffice though. Good. Copium grew to 33. Still very far away. 10 levels away from the level cap. Easy. Got the lift key. Good. So now we can head back down. Wait, is this the... This is that. Okay. We can head up and around and... Dealt with that dude. Now we need to do this puzzle again. Shop. And do this again like so. Shop. And shop. There we go. And now we take the lift. Take the lift up to floor 4. Ding dong. B4F. There's a ball. Calcium. I will take all the vitamins I can get because they do help with EVs. And behind here is the rocket boss. So let's just save because we can. We've done actually really well to just semi-speed run this so far. Sandshrew. Sandshrew should be good with just a brick. Is fighting even super effective against ground? I guess we'll find out. I don't think it matters a whole lot. No, it's not super effective, but it doesn't even matter a whole lot. We can just go ahead and flamethrower now, because it doesn't matter. Bonk. And then we have a Sand Slash, which we could also just Brick Break. Bang. Defense curl means I'm gonna try to flamethrower it, because physical probably won't kill it, but this might have a chance still. Yep, it does. Good. And it's not resistant even though it's ground. Sometimes type matchups confuse me greatly. Intimidate is annoying, so I'm gonna stick with flamethrower because I don't think a melee attack will kill it. Yes, good. Very good. Copium dealt with this. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up Copium now though, just because I want him to stay up at a good HP point. Do I have normal potions? Yes, I do. Boop. 88, let's just use that. Fine. Normal potions will become very obsolete soon, so might as well. Then here's the Ekans and Arbok guy, I think. Yep. Copium go. I mean, we already know flamethrower will suffice, especially because Intimidate sucks. That should kill the Ekans. Yep, good. Now comes Arbok. No, Sandshrew. Oh, I mean, we have to just kind of spam flamethrower here. Yep. I'm surprised that killed. Jeez. another Intimidate. Pain. Flamethrower, go! That didn't kill. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't expect much else. But it's still better than dealing with double Intimidate. Just spam physical special moves. Okay. Now we need to deal with Giovanni. How do we best deal with Giovanni? He has an Onyx, a Rhyhorn, and a Kangaskhan, all of which seem to fail against Brick Break, to be honest. Right? Yeah, all of them just kind of die against Brick Break, which makes me wonder how much PP I still have left. I still have enough left, I think, to just hit him hard with Copium. The power of Copium will be victorious. Onyx. Brick Break. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I think last time we were here, we lost the Croconaw to the Kangaskhan, didn't we? Or did we lose the Croconaw later? Against Rival? I don't remember. No, I feel like we lost it to the Kangaskhan because it just used Mega Punch and was very, very mean to us. Or did we lose something else? Did we lose the not Wooper, the Quagsire to it? I don't even remember anymore. Brick Break should deal with the Kangaskhan. It doesn't quite kill, but it did well enough. And it just keeps going with Tail. This is good RNG for us. Although I don't feel like Kangaskhan could have really killed us, but there we go. This is how fights are supposed to go. Very easily. Without any troubles. Without this. Oh, item? Scope. Okay, now we have to use Dig and get out of here. Then head to Lavender. Which is a weird leveling method they have here because Giovanni is like highest 29. And then Rival in Pokemon Tower is highest 25, which just... There's no way to do that in a nice way. I feel like that was the problem we had last time as well. No, we did Rival in Poké Tower. We now have to go to... Well, we can get our Poké Tower encounter now. Yep. And then we have to beat Rival in Silphco and do Giovanni in Silphco. So you can also see now what I prepared. I prepared some guys at level 36 now. I did want to level him, but I forgot. So Blastoise is pretty good now. The Venomoth is pretty good now. And the Wishcash is pretty good now. Everything else is just kind of vibing. Do I have a flying Pokemon? Does anything here fly? Do you have... Can you learn fly? Because it's got to be kind of painful to have nothing that flies. No. Do you have something that's died that can fly? Because that is part of the rule set. Let me just switch that around. In worst case, we can get something. Zubat can probably fly. So let's take that in temporarily. Just because it can fly and save us time. We cannot use the Zubat in fight. I know if it's the last Pokemon, we do die. But this is out of pure convenience. Could I walk everywhere? Yes. Is it painful? Also yes. Oh, it can't fly. Okay, we need to just walk everywhere. Oh, Zubat, why are you like this? Do we really have nothing that flies? I don't think they can fly either. Pain and suffering. I guess I'll stick to you. But yeah, we do want our Pokemon Tower encounter. And we can also beat up the Team Rocket team in Pokemon Tower now. No point doing this. Let's just head back. And I think through here, this saffron, not where I wanted to go necessarily. This is that. And I think this way goes to lavender then. Yes. There's still some trainers here that I didn't do. Whoops. But we should still be fine. I skipped them because they were boring. I wanted to wait for other things to level up with them. Or get XP, I guess. But I guess now is as good a time as ever. Headbutt. Bonk. That actually kills a full Grimer. Neat. That goes down. But I don't even think we need them yet. There we go. Whoop. Lavender Town. Now we just need to go into the Pokemon Tower and beat up Team Rocket in Silph-Go. I am curious what the level is gonna be in here. I don't really remember what it was. Hello, trainer. I guess we can check sort of by the trainers. Ghastly. 23, yeah, okay. Yeah, they were also all very easy. I do remember. I am probably gonna swap out the Copium in a second just to give something else some XP and EVs. Probably the Raichu? Because it has been its history to be a Ghostbuster. Raichu is our Ghostbuster. So we'll keep with that theme. I'm curious when we'll get our first wild Pokemon though. Bow, ba, da, bow. More Ghastlies, more deaths. Ghostbuster, Raichu, go! Thunderbolt! Bum, 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 bum. There goes that Ghastly as well. Now. Oh, wait, I should check something here. Okay, I'd still save that. That's good. Okay, good. We're good then. Just had to check if the YouTube streaming thing was weird. If I had to re-enter all the data every time, but I didn't. Hello, Shadow Gamer. How are you doing? Ghastly getting thunderbolted. Raichu the Ghostbuster is on its job. Annihilating every ghost in Pokemon Tower. There we go. Was there an item here? No, there wasn't. There's just 2 paths to take here. Coughing is our Pokemon encounter for this. Interesting. Will we use it? Probably not. But it's fine. I mean, worst case... I mean, it is a tank. It might become interesting eventually, but just not right now. Let me actually go ahead and be smart. There. Because you did set up nice things, so I will have a shout out for you. There we go. It did. Do that. Good. How are you doing? How are you doing? We will name the coughing probably just by its normal name. But what was its normal name? I think it's Smogmog in German. Smogmog. There we go. I need to find out how to do fancy shoutouts. I think Bumble had like... I'm not a fan of AI, so I'm pretty sure that Bumble's setup for them does just AI generated text to use. But I feel like there's probably also pretty cool ones available. Yeah, I just pinged everyone. I just want to come check. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Honestly, I'm pretty. Ooh, what happened? What's wrong? Anything you that we can help with? More ghastlies. More things to be thunderbolted. Yeah, what happened? What happened? More ghastlies. This is all just ghastlies. It's just a Ghostbuster Raichu. So whenever I'm trying to go into tune with the sound, it's just like, oh, you win already. When the steak is too buttery and the lobster's too juicy or something like that. Raichu into ghastly again. More thunderbolts. Surprisingly, Raichu hasn't had a level up after killing like a dozen ghastly yet. And that item, Awakening, might be useful. Great Ball. Is there anything up there? I don't think there was anything up there. More coughings though, so nothing changed on the encounters, despite the floor being different. I think this doesn't change. Now it's just you. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Ba-dum bum bum. The balls. But yeah, what peed you off? What's wrong? Unless you don't want to share. In which case, that's also fine. Hey, there we go. Finally level up. That was a heal there, which is at least good to regenerate the PP. Because after a while, Raichu probably doesn't have many Thunderbolts left over. I think it's just 15 max, so by now it's, yeah, it's on 9. It's already killed 7? 6? Now it's 7. 7 Ghastlies down. Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. Oh, yeah, yep, that heals. Cleanse tag is nice to just run away from stuff. Get more trainers though. Okay, lots of text. So I'm at my friend's store for the giveaway. Giveaway? Giveaway sounds cool. I've got here at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Jesus. You won't get me out of the house. Out of bed at 2 a.m. And they didn't open till noon. Noon is evening? Like after 15-ish? So that's a long waiting time. And I was 5th in line, but the group in front of me was high school kids and their friend came out in... And a friend came out in line and got my golden ticket for high value items because he cut in line. That is so dumb. I hate people who cut in line. 12 p.m. Ah, 12 p.m. is noon. Okay. Still 10 hours of wait. Just for a bat to just cut a line. That is dumb. They need to regulate that, but they can't probably. It's always a fuss. People who cut in line are always a fuss. It's pain. I remember back in my day when we had school and we had like a what's it called? Like a not a food giveaway stuff, but you could buy food. You could buy bread and chocky and Coke and everything. And they had a line obviously, and it was always some annoying prick who decided to just cut in line. And you could complain. You could tell the clerks to be like, oh, hey, that piece of, you know, cut in line and everything sucks and they shouldn't and they should be punished. Nothing was ever done. Because it's too much of pain to deal with them, especially to deal with the children. Because they're not going to listen and they're going to make even more of a fuss. It only works on adults. Because what's going to be the consequence for the kid is just nothing. I mean, getting so aggressive over an item is probably a little too much, but I do understand what you mean. I do understand. Okay, as long as they get a lifelong ban, that is good. They just need to remember that kid, which is more painful. Having to remember every face, which usually doesn't even happen. But as long as they'll try, that's good. So what kind of giveaway was it though? Like, what was it that took 10 hours of wait? Like, I know people are crazy enough to stand in line for, like, Apple and new smartphones and stuff, which I never understood. Just get it later. You don't need to be first in line. But if it's a giveaway, obviously, I do understand the importance. I just don't know what, like, was on the menu. Ooh, Raichu actually has static. Did the old Raichu have static? I don't even remember now. Static is really good, though. Okay, so I need to go up and around, up and around. We did ride Golden Ticket, but aside from Willy Wonka, I don't know anything about Golden Tickets. Except a lifetime supply of chocolate would be really great. I would probably stand in line for 10 hours to get a lifetime supply of chocolate. Though I think many people would. A lifetime supply that you couldn't sell, I'd still take that. More Ghastlies. More Thunderbolts. You know, they could have at least done like Haunter and other ghost types, because at this point we're in 3rd gen. There's more ghost types than just Ghastlies. But no, just Ghastlies. More rat candies. I guess it saves me $10. Sadly, no Vulpix. Vulpix would have been cool. Well, Ninetales would have been cool. Cooler than wheezing. Or coughing, but eventually wheezing. Let's head up the stairs. Begone intruders. Alright, this is the fight now. What is the random one for Ghost Appeared? And it's actually a Plusle. Cool, so the Marowak is a Plusle. So we can just T-Wave it. Wait, that's actually mildly dumb, but we'll see how far we get. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Special Def Down isn't funny, but then again, it doesn't have anything that really does well for us. Slam doesn't entirely work. Spark is special, but what does it actually do? It doesn't really do anything. We can just quick attack it at this point. There we go. Tussle safely dispatched. Okay, so now we have these dudes. Let's heal our Raichu from that, because that Spark after Fake Tears did do quite a bit of damage. Okay, so now Team Rocket dudes. Zubat. I feel like a flying type will probably die really fast to Thunderbolt. Though I don't almost run out of Thunderbolts, which means I'll probably have to swap out of Raichu. But at that point, Raichu has also almost soloed the entire Pokemon Tower, which is great. Only 3 more Thunderbolts. No. This is probably just going to be this trainer, and then I'll have to swap them. I'm not going to spend any Ether on this. Ether's too valuable for E4. Because I believe you can't even buy Ethers. Maybe you can, I don't know. I don't remember you being able to buy ethers in these games. Maybe later? Like in later generations? Here's the Team Rocket Grunt. I am... Okay. Let's just go for Copium, I guess. Boop. Copium can rack up more EVs, that's fine. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Coughing. That's gonna be everything that we'll see here. Everyday still doesn't really do much. I should just stick to Headbutt against them. Yep. That works. Drowsy. I feel like Everyday does kill a Drowsy though, right? Almost. 1 HP. No, no poison cast. No. It's so annoying. I feel like Copium legit takes more damage from poison. Yeah, 12 damage from poison. Ugh. Now we get the crit. I see. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. So how's your Pokemon one actually going, Shadow? I feel like... You did Pokemon, right? I feel like you did. Oh, didn't you? Oh, no. Oh, no. I feel like you did. Like, the Shadow did Shadow Fortnite, so I was just shouting myself there for a second. But I will say this, there are a lot of people that are peed off at them. Very, very understandable. Like, if there's somebody cutting in line, everybody's gonna be annoyed, because everybody else waited. Especially if you wait, like, from 2 AM to 12 PM, that's 10 hours. So I do understand that very much. I'd also be very annoyed. You lost the run? No. What did you do? Normal Fire Red or Radical Red? Because Radical Red, that's gonna probably happen every stream. let's be fair. We know how Radical Red goes. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Just that. Oh, that was all. Okay. Now you, old man, are gonna give me nothing. You're just gonna teleport me back. Or did you? Did you give me something for clearing this? I don't remember. You did give me the Pokemon food. Oh, I can... Oh, wait. How do I get the item finder now? Oh. Wait, what was that? Something just happened. I don't know what happened. It did just try to tell me something, but I don't know what happened. Well, then, but when I'll be doing it on an easier mode. I just got Bumble to set the random to scale. I probably did this, right? Yeah, I did this. Because going completely random, yes, you get legendaries, but you also can't capture the legendaries. So, yeah. Wait, I feel like... Oh, how do I do this now? I need to go around while also not going around, because I need to go on along the bottom here. Right? Oh, I need to check now how I did this. Because this is Saffron. If you go down... Am I thinking right? I'm not sure if I'm thinking right. I will see if I'm thinking right. I hate that I don't have anything that can fly. Too far. And... Yeah, you can with the easy catch sheet. That is... Yeah, but that's another thing on layered on top. And it is also really dangerous with ROM hacks to put another catch... another cheat on. Unless that is a... Unless that is one of the NES codes. If it's an NES code, then that's easier. That does make life easier. Yes, we have captured enough. Now we have the item fire. So now we can get the leftovers from the Snorlax. I just need to do this. It's an escort, okay. Yeah, Bumble didn't do that. But also most legendaries actually really suck early on. Nope, no response, but it should be like right here. It should be right here. No. It should be right there. Now I need to actually, hold on. Hold on. So if we save here, I'm just going to try and do this and then check if it's beneath the Snorlax. Or whatever else is here actually because of Randomizer. There's a Tauros. But yeah, I think it's usually better to just go with scales, especially also trainers being scaled and not having ridiculous stuff is also very helpful. Because it's easy to underestimate the fact that some trainers just have fully evolved stuff. Ow. Do we need the Tauros? I don't think we need... Oh, no, it's our encounter. So we do need to actually just grab it. It is our encounter. We do need to grab it. And we'll just grab it again if we don't get the item. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. If you don't get leftovers, I don't even care anymore. Nickname Taurus, it is the same in German. So now we should... Aha! Okay, that's how we get the leftovers. Okay, I accept. Leftovers is really good. Just a good question who I give it to. We can give it to... Raichu? Does it matter much? For now it doesn't, but eventually it will. We can also do all of these trainers now. Oh, I'll do them in a second. I need to now head back to... head back to Saffron, do Silphco. I actually also need to level everything up. At least there is rare candies for that. We did get Tauros on whatever route that was. I'll see when I get back there. Well, actually, I do have a map. Map. So the map is 12. Route 12 is a Tauros. Tauros. Bonk. Bonk. There we go. But yeah, trainers not having full evolved mons through randomness also helps like a ton. So it is worth to consider that. Because yes, they aren't like super strong, but it's still elevated stats which matter. Oh, there's a guy here. It's me. Did you meet the other 8? He has a package. That'll be around route 2. Yes, he does give me flash, but I don't really care about flash. I don't have any reason to go back there for a while. I do just kind of want the... I need a flying Pokemon, but I haven't gotten one. Tauros also wasn't a flying Pokemon. This is Saffron. Right, we are correct here. I do just want to head into the Pokemon Center. Why is the dude there? Why is there a dude? Do we need to do Sabrina before we deal with the hideout? That feels wrong. I mean, that does feel wrong, but who knows? Do we just... Oh, now it's gone. Okay, it just had to update. Okay. I just got scared there because the sound was off. Interesting. I will save here. Because that was just spooky. Apparently that loading screen just has no sound. Do we need to? We do need to level here, probably. That is why I got all the rare candies for this. So we will just speed this up to level 40. 40 is blue. Dragon Breath just sound good, but it is special because dragon is special. Oh, but it is stab, but stab also really doesn't matter much. Is dragon special? I feel like it was, right? Hold on. 3rd gen type split. Damage category. Dragon was special in 3rd gen, yep. I hate bots so much. Get banned bot. So dragon is special. I feel like, yeah, let's just get rid of headbutt for this because it is still stab. And helps against other dragons, but it's also not exactly great. I did want to continue rack handing to 40. Dunk. Yes, there is no sound because on this speed you would just hear like a very high pitched veep, and nobody wants to hear that. Let's be entirely fair and honest here. Nobody wants to have their ears shattered by speed up noise. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, what were your settings then for the Radical Red one? Twister. Twister sucks. Twister really sucks. Dragon Rage is just good because it's always 40 damage. Yeah, we're not gonna learn Twister. Let's just keep going. 38, 39, 40. It's interesting. Ooh, Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump is interesting, but it does have low accuracy. I feel like Water Pulse. Oh, it's so weird. Water Pulse is great because it always hits, but Hydro Pump, when it hits, then it does really good stuff. But I feel like we're just gonna keep the Water Pulse. 80% isn't enough for me to wanna risk it. You might evolve, which is good. No, we're not gonna go for Dream Eater. You might evolve at like 36-ish. Though I'm not entirely sure. Nope, you did not. Now you do. Okay. Dum bum dum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba da da dum bum 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 ba. Gengar. Yes, we do love when randomizers enable the impossible evolutions. Otherwise, we could never have Alakazam or Gengars, which sucks. We don't want Destiny Bond. Destiny Bond is really, really good, but also really, really bad because we ideally don't want to die. And when we do, it's usually unplanned. Get everything up to 40. I feel like Diglett, Slash, we don't want Slash. It's better than Cut, but we still need Cut. No, we still need to go for you then. I don't even know if he learns anything else. That's the weird part with this one. It's like a water type, but also a fighting type, except the water moves don't do anything for it. Submission. What did it do? It's an 80-80 move. I think Brick Break is just better. Brick Break is just better. Brick Break is a really good TM. And it is a repeatable one. To be fair, everything is repeatable with this, but yeah. Okay, now let's save because we just spent like an entire 5 minutes on pressing A for rare candies, but this should work. Wait, we can... That's interesting. Is there stairs here then? Yes, there is. Ah. key. Oh, this is all of this again. This took a lot of time to unlock everything and deal with all the dudes. But we know now that once we beat Gary, we can just go down and beat up Giovanni, which might be the plan here. The Pokemon here are still really weak, but Giovanni and Gary are really strong. The XP balance in this game is really, really bad. It's like everything's like 15 levels beneath the bosses for this area. And it's like, okay, either the trainers are going to be on par with your mons, or you'll lose to the bosses, or you'll scale to the bosses and get hurt by... Weird. Wires have tangled. Controller and headphone wires have tangled. That's why, like, I just moved and then I noticed I couldn't move any further because the wire tangled my controller wires. The controller wires are obviously really heavy because there's a lot of them. But break. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There we go. And still only getting 800 Pokédollars. No. Hey, you there. Fight me. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum. Cubone dies to Brick Break. No, it actually shouldn't. Well, it's not effective. Yeah, it doesn't because it's not effective. I keep forgetting that ground isn't actually weak to fighting. But you know what else is? Dragon Breath. And it critted. That was so necessary. It didn't need the crit. A Zubat. I mean, theoretically, Dragon Breath is actually pretty good now because it is stab. Is it going to be better than Flamethrower? Debatable. Because we do still have the charcoal on him. We could honestly just throw on the leftovers and he'll be very self-sufficient. But for now, this is fine. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Magnemite. You definitely want to get flamethrowed. Though, Brick Break should also be super effective. Are you steel type or just electric? I think we can just flamethrower here. But if you were up from 2 AM to 12 PM, I'm betting you're really, really tired. Or did you sleep, like, afterwards? Copium does Copium things. Copium is all our hope. I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to have Copium just solo the entire E4, but he won't be able to. So we have to do the teleporters. Hello, another dude. Stop giving us problems. That is my second nickname. Having problems. Dragon Breath? I'm curious how much Dragon Breath does. Not enough, but it does paralyze, which is fair. I really want Dragon Claw later. We do get it again from the E4. Or from Victory Road, I should say. So that is a really, really good move. Even though it's still special, it's still really good. Wow, Sonic Boom missed. There goes Electrode. Oh, it survived. Eek. Guess we can just Dragon Breath it for the rest. I'm not even sure if Sonic Boom can crit. Does it just do 40 damage then? Because it should always just do 20. But it probably also just can't crit. You're on your way home now. Yikes. That means you've been awake for at least 19 hours. And realistically, you had to wake up and drive there to be there at 2 AM, so... Yikes. Be safe on the road, man. Be very safe. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Let's check out Gengar. How much can Gengar hurt people? Wheezing. Wheezing is okay. I don't actually know what's good here because Shadow Ball has stab. Let's see. How much does this do? Shadow Ball has stab but is physical. Well, Gengar is actually a special mon. We might as well just Shadow Ball again at this point. Taha 8580 coming in from YouTube. Hello there. What's up? Well, we're going through the Silphco right now, clearing every trainer and hoping to find the door key. Thunderbolt should probably do well. And welcome in. How are you doing? Bum bum ba da. One more. Another coughing. Let's actually check out then how much Thunderbolt does here. You have been up for 23.5 hours. Yikes. You really deserve a good night's sleep after that. And before you're wondering, yes, there is YouTube chat and there's Twitch chat, and I can't post them both on one because both YouTube and Twitch hate that. So there's just gonna be me reading out all the chats. We are just cooking them. The regular trainers are 15 levels beneath the boss trainers. Hence, all the regular trainers here will be defeated very easily. Our level cap is 43 due to Sabrina, but Blue and Giovanni at Blue is at level 40, which doesn't really matter for level cap wise, but I do want to try and stick mildly around that. Eradicate down. We do have a really good team now, though. I can probably... Intimidate does nothing because we are attacking especially. We do have a Gengar, Raichu, a Gyarados, not a Magikarp, a Gyarados, a Shelgon, a Dugtrio, and a Poliwrath right now. Poliwrath is subject to change for much later, though. We did get a Blastoise or a Squirtle before in last session, so I feel like I'll probably use that soon, TM. Bam, bam, bam. Let's see how much damage that does to Arbok. A crit is a really bad way to see how much damage things do, but I do take that. I cannot complain much about crits, because usually I'm on the receiving end of crits. It is what ended my last run. We got to E4, and we just got critted. We could have been done with this already. We could have gone on to Pokemon Black and White 2, but no, we're stuck here. But it is fun just having the run back here. It is a good run. Bum 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 bum. Coughing down. Okay. They also don't give any money, so I think there's stairs here. Yep. Checking up every floor. And grabbing everything we can until we finally get the door key. Or the swipe card for the door, whichever it's called. Voltorb probably just dies to Shadow Ball. It shouldn't have static. And if it does... No, it doesn't have static. Then again, static shouldn't matter because it depends on touch. And Shadow Ball does not touch. Even though it's physical, it does not actually touch. Can we even be supersonic as a ghost type? I don't think we can. Because we are immune to normal attacks. Thunder Wave is annoying. Spark hurts. Yeah, especially if it crits. Yikes. That Giga Drain was kind of unnecessary. Oh well. Probably need to heal this paralysis. Coughing. I just kind of have to press Thunderbolt here. Oh, we're still faster, despite being parried. And it still kills. Very good. I will take that. Let's see, I need a paralysis heal. If I even have one. I have no para heal. Do I really not have a para heal? Sheesh. Okay, do we have berries? I really don't actually want to use berries. I do, but I really don't want to use them. Then again, I could just grab infinite ones to pick up. We could also just use Gyarados here for a while. Gyarados could be fun. Just hyper beam everything to one shot. Where does this teleporter lead to? It leads to this dude. He immediately turns around. Great. Bam, 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 bam. Arbok is level 33. Okay, we're getting there. They're slowly but surely reaching good levels. His Intimidator's also going to affect me. He might survive the Hyper Beam then. Sure, let's just try this. I've rarely ever in my life used Hyper Beam because it's always been annoying to have a turn missed. A crit is a bad measurement, but I will take it. I really wanted to see how much damage that actually did. Card key, there we go. That's what we needed. There's a dude up here. Yep. We really, really needed a card key. Now we can unlock everything. Hypno. Let's see how we deal against Hypno. I mean, Bite should probably just kill him as well. Yep. Oh, it's another crit. I mean, I accept crits, but I still want to see how much damage everything does. Okay. Run, 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 run. I kind of need to teleport. I can open up this door here. At the very least, and open up this door here. So that is a good way to get through. There's another dude here, and then we can open up the door to the left. Things are looking up now. Card key does make things much easier. Da-dun, da-dun, da. I'm seeing... Okay. There we go. Yeah, let's just go ahead and try Hyper Beam against Golbot. That should probably just annihilate it. Right. Yes. Let's see what's actually going to be sent in instead now, because we will have a dead turn here to recharge. Headbutt should deal, like, no damage. Yep. Just Hyper Beam again. No fear. Absolutely no fear. Gyarados is actually fairly tanky. It does resist quite a few things. It's just very weak to electric as well. Must recharge, disable, but it failed. I could just use Bite again and see how much damage that actually does this time. Okay, it doesn't kill, but it did flinch. We do have the black glasses here to have it be stronger. Not sure though if it's still relevant. Usually a Bite does really good, but not when the Gyarados doesn't have any special stats. This is the Rest Girl, which means we're actually really close to Gary this time. So I feel like the Rest Girl came in before Gary. How many viewers? I don't know right now. I don't check on the viewer numbers. It's usually better for mental health. Twitch doesn't show me. I think overall from both streams it's like 5 or 10-ish? Between 5 and 10. It does vary. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Bum, ba, da, dum, ba, da, 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 da. I'm also doing good. I think Bumble just finished up, if I saw that correctly. Hyper Beam, go! Did he beat Misty or did he fail again? Mid-chop. We do have a recharge turn, but that doesn't do anything. We could just water pulse here, probably. I don't know, I never saw. Okay, fair enough. Bum, 41, we're still good. 43 is still the limit. This should lead to Gary, so I do want to be careful. Right, we did heal, so we actually have some stuff here. So Gary in Silphco has a Pidgeot and then a Gyarados. So let's just go with Raichu first, and I think Raichu can deal with everything except for the Venusaur. Oh wait, there's still a dude here. Am I wrong? No. Bum, 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 bum. Electrode. I mean, Raichu will do nothing against this Electrode, I think. Unless we just slam and then miss. That's great. A crit. Interesting. You... At least leftovers helps, but... Come on, we got parried. Okay. Different chance, different try. Let's go with Diglett. Dugtrio. Spark doesn't do anything, and we should outspeed it in every way possible, and Magnitude 7 should kill it. Yeah, pretty sure. I'd be very surprised if it doesn't. It does. Good. Wheezing. We don't do anything against the wheezing. But we do have a copium. Hey, how's your day been overall, Shazzy? Bum, 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 bum. Please don't get poisoned. Good. I don't think it really matters much if we use Flamethrower or Dragon Breath. I just use Dragon Breath because it is a stab. And it paralyzed, that's good. And it remains paralyzed, that's also good. You can probably just spam my release. There we go. There we go. We get a Pokeball. That's a Hyper Potion. We do want to return and heal because we do have the healing lady down there. Hello. Ba-dum-bum. Not bad. Been working. What about you? Well, working? It's a Saturday. Oh. I've just had basically shopping done today, some just drying or washing clothes, and then streaming. I was at Bumble's there for a good while as well. Oh, hey Gary. We do have Raichu up from front. Good. I'm a support worker, so weekends are normal. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. New Pokemon world, so I'm learning. Fair enough. Anything you specifically want to learn? And again, for everybody, there's split Twitch and YouTube chat because that's how sadly the rules are. I wish I could actually just have a multi-stream chat on screen. I do want to do that, but I can't figure out how to. And you're not actually supposed to. Twitch does not like it. Pidgeot is a flying type, so it's weak to electric, and Thunderbolt will just annihilate it. I think. Yes, it does. Next up is Gyarados. It does actually just send in a Gyarados against an electric type. Intimidate doesn't matter because we do attack specially with Thunderbolt. Gyarados dies because it's 4 times weak to electric. Flying water. Next up is Growlithe. Yep, okay. Good question is though, I mean another Intimidate really doesn't matter. Which is a good question if we just stay in. I think we can probably, because I don't think Growlithe has good stats to really resist, especially attacking Pokemon. And Thunderbolt should still at least hit. Never mind, a critical hit also works. I'll take that. Alakazam is especially very defensive, but Raichu was also not bad, I want to say. 81? I mean, okay, Gyarados is actually better off in special defense, but Gyarados is also a physical attacker. I guess we'll see. I think I can definitely survive a hit. We are faster than it. Nah, that kills. Okay, cool. I do accept. That works out just fine. I didn't expect the kill, but I will take it. Venusaur does suck. Does this have anything to deal with the Raichu, actually? It does have Razor Leaf, which again is a special attack. When did you play Pokemon for the first time? Ooh... I can't name you I can't name a year, honestly. I'd have to lie or guess by like early 2000s. And it was Pokemon Blue and Yellow, because those were the first games that I had for the normal, regular Game Boy. Not even Game Boy Color, just the Game Boy. It's just the OGest of OG games. And it took like 1 or 2 years for me to then get the Game Boy Color. And by that time, I think the Game Boy Advance was out already, but nobody knew. Well, I at least didn't know. Does Thunderbolt work? Probably just barely anything, because it has such high special defense. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Sleep Powder really stinks. Key, but Raichu should still survive. Could just greed through sleep and press T-Wave. Let's see how much Razor Leaf actually does. It did a lot, but that was a crit. I accept. I love that Raichu, despite sleeping, can still nibble on its leftovers. We will probably head into you, though you also don't really have high special defense. I can't really send in this. This is weird. We do have 3 heals. But I don't know what to swap into here. Special defense-wise, Gyarados is the good pick, but I think it's neutral still because it's flying. Right? Gyarados should be neutral to grass because it's flying. Yeah. It's only weak to rock and electric. So yeah, we can just go for the Gyarados here. It should tank the Razor Leaf like a tank. Let's see. That is another. Could you stop, sir? Sir, could you stop? It's Hyper Beam. That should be a dead Venusaur. Yes, it is. Good. Hyper Beam from a very physically strong Pokemon does kill everything. There we go. Gary down. Gary down. That is exactly what we needed. Okay, now we can head back to the healing lady, which I believe was, yeah, around this corner. I still remember. I do actually have a memory that's better than a goldfish. But yes, I've played Pokemon for at least like 20 years now. I do know far too much. There was a time when I remembered like every Pokemon name in both German and English. Oh, we got a Lapras, which is a Porygon too. Interesting. I mean, it's the same name in German, so I'll keep it as that. Whether or not we'll use it is a different question, but that's cool. Thank you for the subscription as well. Oh, now I see. It's not actually 8580. It's a Japanese sign or some. No, it's not. Is it? Is it not? I don't know. The chat is showing numbers while the subscription notice just show a Japanese number. So I'm actually unsure which one is correct. Feel free to correct me on that one. Bum, 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 bum. Cubone versus Raichu is not that good for me. I will have to switch out. Probably to Gyarados, honestly. Should... I don't... Yeah, ground attacks don't affect it. So I'm not actually scared. Rage should not do anything. Wow, 2 damage. Great. He did have more than one Pokemon, so I will just go ahead and Water Pulse. I always forget whether or not this is super effective or not. It is good. Because ground is weird sometimes. Ground and rock don't share the same typings despite being very similar in a sense. Bite might kill. It doesn't. Ugh. Meditate is just a stat boost. This is fine. But yeah, Shazzy and Shadow, do you have any plans for later today? Because, I mean, I can imagine Shazzy being like, okay, I'll just head to bed once I get home, which is very fair. Or other way around. Other way around. Sorry. Shadow. Shaz will probably just chill, and Shadow will definitely head to bed once he gets home. After almost 24 hours of being awake. Okay, keycard open. Then we have Giovanni. Giovanni has stuff that killed quite a lot last time. Nidorino, Rhyhorn, Kangaskhan, Nidoqueen. Nidorino, we sadly don't have Alakazam, so we don't have a special attacker this time around. And it's only poison. What are you weak against? Ground and Psychic. So we do have the Doug trio. Is Rhyhorn weak to ground? No. Yes, it is. That's weird. It's always weird that they can be weak to their own typing. So Dugtrude actually deals with quite a bit here, except for the Kangaskhan, and then we have to swap out to something else just for the Kangaskhan, but this should work. Let's also save here. Not that we can actually go back to this, but in case anything goes wrong. I'm on Palia just now. Palia was like an MMO or farming RPG? I don't actually remember what that game was. I feel like it was in similar to like what's it called? Like Stardew-esque, but also not probably. I might be very, very wrong. Mag 5 doesn't kill the Nidorino. That I know. Which is very dangerous, actually. One attack, please survive. Okay, you do. Mag 7 would have killed it before, but now definitely also just kills it. Then he sends in Kangaskhan, which we didn't want. It only has normal attacks, so it literally can't hurt the Gengar. So Gengar doesn't get affected by Fake Out. This is good for us, so we can just T-Bolt and take out the Kangaskhan. And honestly, if he sends in the Rhyhorn, we can also just... That's so weird that Tail Whip still works. But then we can probably just Giga Drain the Rhyhorn as well. Nidoqueen is a different topic, though. Nidoqueen is pretty good against Gengar. Or is it? It doesn't really have anything against Gengar. I mean, we're not really gonna kill a Nidoqueen quickly, but aside from Poison Sting, she doesn't have anything. So we could legitimately just stay in. Giga Drain should kill the Rhyhorn, I feel like. Grass should be just 4 times effective. Yeah. Yep. The Rhyhorn is very, very dead. Nothing got shield though, but that's fine. Now Nidoqueen. Again, her moves are Double Kick, Body Slam, and Tail Whip. Tail Whip we don't care about, but Double Kick and Body Slam don't do anything. And then there's Poison Sting, which should hit neutrally and does like 20 damage base. So realistically, I feel like we can probably just Shadow Ball. Special defense and defense and special defense are very similar. Now, if you're wondering how I'm checking the stats, I do have a Nuzlocke guide up, which allows me to log all the wild Pokemon I captured, as well as see all the boss trainers and their Pokemon, which does help a lot. But everything's also just up on wikis as well, so we don't need much. So Shadow Ball did this much damage. How much is Thunderbolt? Obviously doesn't do anything because it's immune, because it's around time. Yes, not being stupid helps. We can just use Hypnosis here, just be on the safe side. Is it? It probably isn't weak to grass, so I shouldn't even try. No, it's not, because it's poison type. Just keep on Shadow Balling, and eventually it'll be weakened up. Still fast asleep? Yeah, that works. If we get a high roll, this should kill. Obviously, we don't. Shuttle go. Bum, bum, ba-da. And that is Giovanni done without any losses. Very good. That is exactly what we need. Then we have this dude. Master Ball. Not that we actually need it, but it is nice. I also needed to grab the bike, I just remembered. I feel like I can probably just dig out of here. I don't need anything else from here. I need to head back to Vermilion, actually, and grab the bike ticket and then head up to Cerulean to grab the... I think it was down. Yes, it was down. Then head to Cerulean and grab the bike, because without it we can't proceed much. Well, we can, but then we'd have to run back a much longer route, which stinks. So we might as well just do it now, while it's a shorter route. So the bike ticket was in the greenhouse. We just had to talk to the old man. Listen up, blah, 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 blah. Bike voucher, there we go. I don't think any of these guys here gave us anything. I'm always mixing this up with 4th gen, where one of the other guys gave us something. Then we can head up to Cerulean. We don't have Surf now. We do need to beat Koga first for Surf, which is fine. We do need to actually beat Sabrina first, which is level cap 43, and Gengar can definitely deal with it. I feel like Gengar can just wipe Sabrina on his own. Well, yeah. Because I believe they're just all weak to Ghost, right? Yeah, Ghost, Dark, and Bug. I don't even think that a Ghost type... Let me just check. Gengar... What is it weak to? Because it is Ghost Poison in theory. So it is actually kind of... It is a weird one. Gengar is weak to Psychic as well as Dark, Ghost, and Ground. Ground? It does have Levitate, so that doesn't do anything, but yeah. Ghost, Psychic, and Dark. So they are all Psychic types. As long as we're faster, we can deal with it. But it's also still, like, risky. So it really depends. We could also just use Bite for a lot of it with Gyarados. Let's grab the bike. That's why we're here. We need the bike. We need the bike. Give me the bike. Hello, bike. And we need... Well, how do we do Sabrina? Because theoretically Gengar can just kill everything she has, but it just also needs to not get killed back. That is the big question. We don't have any more encounters for a little bit. Well, we can actually get a couple of encounters. So this is the way to Saffron. Or we could have just went that way instead of going all the way around. Oh well. We also still have the Fighting Dojo. So that is an encounter. We do need to note down stuff though. We get the Porygon 2 from Silphco as a gift. Then we get whatever we get at the Fighting Dojo as a gift, which I'll probably just mark down as one of the islands. Yeah, we do need to just fight all of these dudes. Which again, I guess Gengar could just kill them all. But Chop should also just... Yeah, Gengar is up front. Good. Thunderbolt, go! Boom, doom, doom. Again, fighting does absolutely nothing to Ghost types, so we're fairly safe. Everything else they throw on us doesn't have Stab. Stab is same type attack bonus, so attacking with the same type as you are on your own is going to always do 1.5 times, so 50% more damage. Which is always helpful. Then again, in 3rd gen, getting stab is really annoying because everything is weird. Special and physical attacks are split based on types. Meaning Ghost type is always physical, but Gengar is a special attacker, so Shadow Ball doesn't do the thing you expect it to do. Next is this dude. We will just grab all the XP here, I guess. I actually do need to be mildly wary of Gengar's level. Yep. I didn't want to Hypnosis, but it's in the top left. Then we can put the bolt. There we go. Let's actually do the thing that's smart here. Machop down. And then we have a Machoke, which should also just go die to Thunderbolt. Yep. Oh, whoa. Foresight is spooky because I think now it can actually attack us. That is the one thing in the game that can hurt people. I believe. I think so. I think that was how it worked. I do want to be careful in the Gengar. I don't want to overlevel it by accident. Gyarados can still just deal with these dudes. Dun, 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 dun. Let's sit right a little bit more. Incoming chair sounds. There we go. Primeape. Primeape is fine. Intimidate hurts. But we can just also just Water Pulse, so we don't get affected by Intimidate. Is a 2-hit KO, but it also just uses Focus Energy, which is fine. Water Pulse should kill unless we roll. We obviously low rolled. Rage does nothing though. Down goes Primeape. Next up is... Take your shoes off. No. I will keep my shoes on, sir. Mankey. Probably then Primeape afterwards. Just don't have Intimidate, and then I can just... Actually, I already have Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is fine. Boom. Hyper Beam is really, really strong. But also really spooky because you do lose a turn. But it is like the physical move that Gyarados has available to him. Scratch, scratch. Scratch, scratch. I do wonder if Water Pulse kills it. I'm not using calculators because I find calculators to be very boring. But if you do want to, if people want to make their Nuzlocke use it, there is just online calculators for everything. Again, I just find them very, very boring. This is actually not super effective, so Hyper Beam probably won't even kill the Primeape. Well, no, it's neutral? It's normal against fighting neutral, except fighting is effective against normal? That's weird. That feels weird. This is Hitmonchan and Kikli. Hitmonlee. Intimidate helps. Do we Hyper Beam? Because I'm scared a bit. Because if it has Thunder Punch, the other one. So I've got a Water Pulse. Oh, Confusion is nice. Please just hit yourself in Confusion. That would be great. Yes, you do. Amazing. This might kill then. Look. Okay, I'm gonna try and get some sleep. That is very fine. Have a good night's rest, Shadow. And good luck with that. Thank you for being around. And thank you for the luck. Always much appreciated. Hitmonchan. I'm scared of a Thunder Punch. So I will go ahead and go into Gengar here. It did have the Thunder Punch. Oh, okay. Good show. I did not know if it had it, but I didn't want it to have it. I could have also gone into Dugtrio, but if it had anything else, like if it just used Ice Punch instead, it would have just killed the Dugtrio, so this is the safer pick. pick the thing that is probably gonna survive a Sky Uppercut and still resist most stuff. So now Gengar's on 43, that is the max. Okay, so now we get a Dojo or a thing. Nidoqueen. That is interesting. Let me save here. Does Nidoqueen? Ooh, both of them are good, but I think I'll grab the Nidoqueen. Yeah, I think it's the same in German as well. Not sure if I'll actually use her, but might as well. Wait, we do have dead Pokemons that I can replace here, right? I do have the roll switch died, yeah. So we can make our life much easier here because the thing always does weird stuff. There we go. So we'll heal up and there we go. Check the other routes a little, I think is the idea here. Need to check the other routes. See if we can get something or anything to help a bit with the Sabrina situation, then beat up Sabrina is I think gonna be the plan. You can also actually check on the types or natures. Natures here are Tauros with Hardy. Intimidate is pretty decent. Porygon 2, I've never had one and I literally don't know what to do with it. Nidoqueen is pretty cool. Poison Point is good. Naughty. Don't really know what that does. This is interesting. Whether or not it's going to be used is a completely different question. So from Saffron to the right is Lavender. And down from Lavender is the way to Koga. So let's actually just do Sabrina first. Because otherwise, well, we'll have leveling issues one way or the other. Ugh, it's so weird. Let's go for this, but let's actually take away the item and put leftovers on Gengar. So that if it just barely survives something, it'll really barely survive something. There we go. Miracle Seed we don't really need. We need to get through all the trainers here first. Though I think we could dodge all of them last time. Last time we were here. I don't know which teleporters do what. I just kind of ran around doing teleporters last time, so whichever works, works. Eventually we'll get it through the sheer power of randomness. Ah. Through the power of randomness, I said. Now I'm getting myself confused of where I've been. Okay, I've definitely been with her a couple of times now. This leads to this dude. Hello, Bumble. How's it going? It's going well. We're doing Sabrina, and I'm trying to dodge these guys, but they're giving me a hard time. Just please let me get there. I don't want to fight everybody. Even if I fight everybody, it's tough to get to where I want to get. Is this the way? Last time I've had pretty good luck just going randomly and doing it. Getting there in like almost the optimal amount of steps. This time though, I'm just getting bad luck. So this is the bottom right guy. I came from up there and I'm going to that. If I go down and then I go left. And then I go left. There we go. Oh, okay. Save in front of her. How did the end of the stream go? Did you beat up Misty? Did you beat up Nugget Bridge? Or did you just... How did it go? We are bringing into this fight a Gengar at level cap, a Gyarados, a Dugtrio, a Shelgon, a Raichu, and a Poliwrath. Poliwrath will stay in the bottom because it's probably just going to die. Gengar's hopefully going to be the main thing to deal with this with Shadow Ball. I will get everybody up to the level cap, I think, here. It's weird because at the same time, Koga has the same level cap, right? So I don't really want to overlevel any of these, but I kind of have to still get strong enough for Sabrina. Koga's Pokemon are much easier to defeat. But last time we had the issue because ground types don't hit Koga's Pokemon because everything except for the Muck has... levitate, so ground types don't do anything except being the one thing that is super effective against them. So Psychic was actually really good against them because they were poison, but we don't have any Psychic ones, so we're just kind of screwed this time. Then let's just give you the few level ups. I can actually just kind of check here, right? Like Koga's poison Pokemon, like Weezing here, for example, only weak to Psychic ground here. So yeah, we were screwed last time. We had the Jinx, I want to say. We had the Jinx last time to deal with Koga. Swampert was good for Muck, but I think most of the weight was carried by Jinx. This time around, we don't have a Psychic Mon, I don't think. I will have to check afterwards. Maybe we catch something. I will just save again. Might as well. Well, I'm at Mount Moon, but we had a terrible time. Lost 3 Pokemon to Falconor and then 5 to Brock. How did you lose 5 to Brock? You had like all the water and grass Pokemon in the world. What happened? What happened? That is surprising, if anything. If anything, Brock should have been easy. Or did Falconer kill everything good you had for Brock? That is obviously a thing that could happen. But then, I didn't think Falconer would do such a good job against them because some of them are actually fairly tanky. Kadabra, let's see if we're fast enough. We are fast enough, good. Even then, I do believe Gengar doesn't get one shot. It does have fairly good special defense. Like, not the greatest, but fairly good. Mr. Mime, we do not care about. All we care about here is the big Alakazam. The Alakazam is a spooky thing. With a base of 135 special attack, it could hurt. There it is. Ooh, are we faster and can we kill? We are faster. Now the question is, can we kill? We can kill. Yes, good. No losses on Sabrina either. I'm not sure if we had any losses last time against Sabrina. Venomoth is weirder. So I'm just going to do Thunderbolt. It's not super effective, but it should hit neutrally and Gengar's a special attacker. It does survive. It only uses Supersonic. Okay, this is free. This is free. Easy. Gengar sweep as we want it. Textbook. And it went up to 44. So no using Gengar against Koga, which I guess is fine. Still annoying though. We get TM04 is what? Psychic? At least explain your TM if you give it away. Is TM4 Psychic? It's Carmine. Carmine is good. But I don't know if we can really make the best use of it here. Oh no, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to dig. We just press dig here. But yeah, how did the slaughter of your team happen? Because that was the last thing that I expected to have happen. Vidyard. What is this actually? Pokemon Trainer Fan Club. What's inside? Nothing? Really? Nothing? Absolutely nothing. Falconor killed Turdwick, Piplup, and Dreepy. What? How? I mean, okay, the Wattrel or whatever the pre-evolution was always going to be dangerous to Piplup, and any flying Pokemon was always going to be dangerous to Turtwig. Judo self-destructed. Yikes. The Archeops and Varoom. Varoom? And Archeops? Wait, was that from... Took you to town? Was that yours or was that his? Varoom doesn't seem like something Brock should have. So I'm guessing it's yours? I'm not sure though. So Gengar has to stay behind. I will take away his leftovers. Yikes. That does just seem like really bad luck. We can go ahead. Do we want another water Pokemon? So Gengar's gonna stay at home here for a while. Do you want another water Pokemon? Or do we just pick up the Venomoth? Could just pick up the Venomoth. None of this really helps. Nothing here is Psychic. Venomoth. How do we get Psychic? Is gonna look? That is totally fine. Thank you for coming by and thank you for the luck. What does learn Psychic? Do we already have Psychic? If so, is Blastoise maybe the choice? I mean, it's probably always going to be the choice of a Poliwrath. Let's check if anything can learn Psychic if we have Psychic. We don't have Psychic. Why do we not have Psychic? Is it because we still get it? Or because we missed it? Psychic in... third generation. Show me where we get it. Show me where we get it. What the heck? Show me where we get the Psychic, please. Wiki? Or do they just not show it anymore? That would be too weird. They should show it here. Usually it's fairly up top, but I don't know if they've changed anything around now. Description... category... Where do we get it? Is it not part of this? Sorry for taking some time here, but it's kind of important to know. We don't want it for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That doesn't really matter. Just the regular location of the TM on regular games. Nothing. That feels weird. Let's go for the German wiki then. That should help, usually. Usually they have a tab here. Unless obviously all of them changed it to be really irritating. They all changed it? That just feels very weird. Really? What? Why do they no longer show where you get it from? That feels just dumb. Saffron psychologists. house. So it should be in a building around here. Which one though? Psychic's house. There we go. Wow, that explains stuff. Hello, gimme. Yep, gimme. Now, who can learn Psychic? Because this is actually fairly important then for Koga. Oh, only you can learn it. Okay. You have Psybeam, which is also good. But Psychic is just better, so yeah, it's probably gonna be you. I never thought her Venomoth was actually gonna be in the team, but I guess it is. Do you learn anything else that's relevant? No, wait. Blastoise, I guess, while we're on it. Does not learn this, does it? Have access to Flamethrower for some random reason? No, it doesn't. Sad that the Gyarados can somehow learn a lot of stuff that it doesn't really use. Bite we don't have access to. Thief we do, so maybe the Blastoise can actually learn Thief, which isn't bad. It cannot. Ugh. Does it learn Ice Beam then? Because that at least it should be able to learn. Ice Beam. It does. Good. That is important. That is highly important. As Water Gun, it will also probably want to learn the Water Pulse, which we can also give it. Ice Beam learned. Water Pulse is fairly early on, yep. Give you that instead of the Water Gun, and you already have Bite, which is good. And then I'll just need to see what else it can learn eventually. Giga Drain? I highly doubt it can learn Giga Drain, but we might as well try. No, but you can learn Giga Drain. Might as well throw that on here instead of Leech Life, because Leech Life is honestly a meme in this generation. I do like that in 5th generation, I want to say, they did buff Leech Life to like 80 base, which made it relevant. Thunderbolt, nobody could learn, right? No, except for the Gyarados, which we don't care about. Brick Break? No, and Blastoise doesn't really want Brick Break. Okay, that's fine. Let's also check the Venomoth's stats, because if you are somehow really awful, it could be better, but it's fine. So yeah, this works. It works. It's not great, but it will deal with Koga at the very least. Can throw you up front. We don't really want to use the Blastoise. Well, we can. We can use the Blastoise for now, I guess. So where's the... There it is. That's the Pokemon Center. Let's give the Mystical Water to the Blastoise then. Poliwrath was cool, but Blastoise is just cooler in every way possible. Move items is what we want. Take and give. Now, I don't think we have an item that boosts psychic attacks. I don't think we do. And if we do, it's just recent. Miracle Seed, no. Oh, we can give the Miracle Seed still to the Venonat, or Venomoth. Leftovers, I could give back to the Raichu. There you go. Let's go with this for now. Oh, I should have maybe picked up the Dodrio. Because of the... Because it can probably fly, weirdly enough. Knowing Pokemon logic, it can probably fly, which would help for quick travel. There's still trainers, so let's actually just kill them with the Metamorph. Might as well. You should probably only have poison types, so this is actually a good test. Coughing, yep, this is a really good test. So you only have 10 Psychics, but that's fine. They're all underleveled. And a crit, sure, fine. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, they're all on level. Does Thief work? I mean, it probably doesn't do nearly as much. It still almost kills. Do not poison me. Poison is really irritating. Good. Thief, go. Sadly, Gus is a flying type, which means it's a physical attack, which doesn't really help us. Can we thief you to death? No, we can't. Pound at least doesn't kill us. I mean, again, we are over leveled, but still. I do just want to grab some of these here on the Venonat. It's not going to do a whole lot, but it's going to do some. And some is better than none. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Poliwag. I mean, I can probably just Giga Drain here. It should just get absolutely annihilated from this. Yep. Very good, very nice. Another Poliwag. Well, never stop a running system, as they say. Poliwhirl. I mean, probably the same stuff is going to apply to it. It might survive on a random note. No, it doesn't. Okay. Okie dokie. That is a very dead Poliwhirl. Okay, so that is all the trainers here. We did deal with all of them. Did we deal with the twins? We did. We dealt with you. Did we deal with her? We did. Then there's all the fishermen down below. So let's just heal. And then we have to go down to Route 12. We don't get a Pokemon on Route 12 again. But that's fine. There's trainers up there. Again, yes, we do have rare candies, but EVs are also very important. And we might as well also grab the money, because money's really good. Money's really, really good. Ba-dum, bam, 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 ba-dum, bam, bam. Cubone. Thief. Might just kill. It doesn't. This doesn't hurt nearly as much as I thought it would. What is Venomoth actually weak to? I should just check. Out of safety, Venomoth. Yep, there we go. It is bug poison. I want your weaknesses. Where do you? There we go. It's weak to fire, flying, rock, and psychic. So 4 weaknesses, but usually we'll be fine. Hello, Slowpoke. We can just press Giga Drain here, I think, because it is water psychic at the very least, so this should be still super effective. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we have to watch out for a bit of types, but I think overall we'll be fine. You have Grog types. Either that or you have fighting types. Fighting types are good. Onyx is not so good. But you're also really, really weak. I feel like I can probably still just press Psychic and kill them. Yeah, we can. Good. Very good. 37. What are actually your base stats? Your base stats are really good for special attack and speed. That's good. Why are they so weak at level 19? Like, that is below Misty and Surge, despite being after them. Again, leveling in this game is weird. All the level caps are weird. There's a flying type. But we should just be able to again press Psychic because we are out leveling them. Oops, sorry for hitting. Sorry for hitting the microphone. Down with it, down with it. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Ha 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 ha, he says. Well, let's see who laughs last. Geodude. At least sturdy doesn't work in this generation like later it does. Geodude down. Now, if this was 4th generation onwards, I would never do this because I'd be scared of sturdy into any kind of rock attack. But in 3rd gen, sturdy only works against OHKOs. Nice. The 10 PP on the Psychic is stressful though. It does mean we need to be very careful about managing our PP. Bum ba dum. Bum ba da dum. There we go. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Do we need more balls? I don't think we need more balls. About 12. Again, we've gotten our encounter from here. What is up here? It's just a girl that wants to give us TM27, which is return. Okay, return doesn't matter. Return does not matter. It's a good move, but it's also like it's not relevant. You just have water types, but all the tentacles at least die to Psychic, and you're all under-leveled as well. I'm wondering if Thief does much. Thief doesn't kill, and one attack we should survive, yeah. We'll just use Thief here. A Peck would have probably done a lot more damage. That's a relevant thing from Goldeen. I'll also just use Thief here. Water types shouldn't do anything. Bonk. Gust, just to save on PP. It's physical, so we usually don't need it, but if we just needed to finish something off, then we can. Low Goldeen, let's go with Thief again. That actually... Oh, well, that's a crit. Okay, fair. Fair enough. I was like, wait, how did that kill? Next. We don't have Surf. On to beating this fisherman. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Tentacle is a... Is he already a psychic, a poison type? Because then this is super effective. It crit anyway. But yes, it is super effective, so it's already a poison type. Good to know. Goldeen should just... Maybe we can get a crit again. Somehow we just got 2 crits in a row. Supersonic misses at least. Does Gust finish it? It does. Good. 38. That is pretty juicy. 85 special attack is decent. It's not Alakazam levels. It only has a base of 90. But overall it's still good. How much damage does Gust do then? Oh, but this is level 27 now, so it's actually a bit stronger. At least it missed. Okay, fine. Thief should kill it? It is stronger now. Okay, good. Still kills it. Ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. Hello, fisherman. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 da-da-da-bum-bum. Poliwag should just... Well, let's also check on Gust here. Check what everything does. Gust almost kills, actually. Hypnosis is annoying, but fine. It's not like the Poliwag will do much. Double Slap misses. Okay, fine. Gust. Okay, we wake up. We wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Shelter. again. I guess shouldn't do anything because it's nice time, actually. It's still... Ow, but at least this isn't super effective, no. And it crits for 2 damage. Okay. This is good. I should drink some water. Remember, everybody, to drink water, especially in Europe right now, as it's really, really warm. Oh, it low-rolled. Or it high-rolled before. Stop being confused. Just hit. Good. The 2 liters per day do not apply during warm days. Goldine. Stuck out of confusion. That's good. One attack we still tank. And then we can gust again. There we go. There we go. There we go. Next up is a horsey. I guess we can try and gust again and see how much damage that does. Half. Okay, half is good. If it's a 2-hit either way, which is pretty much what's going to happen, then we can just double gust. Save on the PP so we don't need to run back. Down here, there's a duo here. Is it actually a duo fight? It is actually a duo fight. Nidoran and Nidorina. Nidoran and Nidoran, male and female. This should work. I'm not allowed to use my not allowed to use strong stuff. So we might just Rock Tomb here. Helping Hand doesn't really matter. Rock Tomb on the Nidoran female. And Psychic on the Nidoran male should just annihilate it. There we go. Easy. Good. Let us, for just further double fights, actually put the Blastoise up top, though. Just because we don't want to accidentally overlevel stuff. So this is where we got from that side. Good. Now we need to head further down. There's a house here. Does it heal? Is this a healing? No, this is the Super Rod dude, which is good. We can, if we really need a flying Pokemon, because then we get a Pallet Town encounter from the water as well. That's an electric type guy. Voltorb. Electric doesn't matter to us. We can just Psychic. Gust wouldn't have done anything, and Thief is also not going to be that great. Electrode. It is faster, but it's neutral. Good. Psychic should kill. Sonic Boom misses. Good. Psychic should kill this time, for real. There we go. Level 39. Rockaluca. Interesting that he's somehow a rocker, even though he is dead set on electrocuting everybody. We cut this tree and try and get rid of his in here, which is probably nothing. I don't actually remember what there was in there. I think we left it the last time because we already removed Cut. Because I feel like Dugtree already died at this point last time. No, Dugtree was still with us. Then I don't actually know what was behind this tree. Dugtree died against Elite Four, didn't it? I believe it did. Does this dude have all the Nidoran or Nidos? The male Nidos? He doesn't. Okay. He doesn't have a Nidoking as well. Good. Fine. What is this? This is iron. Iron is fine. Is there anything here? No, it just looks like it. Is this still Route 12? By the way? It is still Route 12. But we are moving into 13 in a second. Good. Fair enough. Hello, Fishman. Dun 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 dun. Magikarp. We can totally just gust you away. Which probably actually means he has a Gyarados afterwards. Splash does nothing. I still want there to be a hidden code for Splash. Something like, after the 1000th time you encounter Splash, it actually just insta-gives anything. That would be funny. Another Magikarp. You don't even have a Gyarados. Interesting. There's a good world in which I should have just Giga Drained here to regain some life. But I guess the next fisherman will just get a Giga Drain. Because I was considering just healing up the Venomoth, but I don't actually need to. I can just Giga Drain it. So what do we get here? Is this the new route already? Wait. Ooh, we were up here? So this is the new route yet. When does it start counting? So this doesn't matter. This isn't a new route. It's still 12. Beautifly is cool, but it isn't 12. It isn't 13. Stop it. Super. We can just Giga Drain it. Might as well. Might as well gain the HP from this one. There we go, easy. Didn't need to use a potion. Now let's get out. There we go. Okay, we need to head down a little further. There we go. Now that's 13. Can beat them up, and then the grass is to the left here. Goldeen. Obviously this doesn't heal the PP situation. Just tricky. Let's see how much damage Gust does actually. Crit almost kills, but that means a normal hit probably doesn't even do a 3-hit. Or it will do a 3-hit on normal. But this is fine. 666 XP is pretty cursed. Let's Gust the Poliwag. That is a 2-hit still, that's good. Bam, 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 badam. But yeah, it's still weird. Level cap's 43, by the way, and everything here is like 12-ish levels beneath. 15 levels beneath, and some other things were even lower. Level caps will always be weird in this game. Like, you come to expect, like, these levels from everything, then gym leaders are just, like, 10 plus levels above everything else. You're another rock. No, you're a bird guy. Ew, you're a bird guy. Pidgey's fine. Probably. I'll be faster with Psychic, yep. And again, I need to be careful about flying types, but I think we're fine as long as it's just that. We're still faster and we still have Psychic. Maybe... okay, that's crit. That's not a good estimate. I do need to be careful about the PP situation here pretty soon. Hello. Ba-dum-bum. Another Pidgey on 24. We only have one more Psychic and 2 more Thief. Let's see how much Thief does actually. Almost kills. How much does Gust do to us? Not a lot. Okay. But you 2 to me, I can do to you. Gust it back. We should probably swap out the Venomoth afterwards. It's a level 40 anyways now, so it got a good amount of XP afterwards. The Blastoise can take over. We can just Psychic away the Meowth. We basically use all this PP to get up to nearly the level cap. I will not complain. Gust just one-shots a Rattata, not bad. Again, I don't expect Gust to do much of anything. Giga Drain probably won't kill the Pikachu, but it at least heals us up. Oh, it kills. Cool. I didn't expect that. Next up is a Meowth again. Thief. That doesn't kill, but then the Gust will kill. Growl doesn't really matter. Gust should still just finish off the last remaining like 12 HP. Okay, so now we need to actually swap out the Venomoth because we're out of PP, and I'm not willing to run all the way back when we have a Blastoise in the back. There's those girls. I still want to dodge people as much as I can here and there, because I do want to grab some XP afterwards as well. So there's Route 13. What do we get as our encounter for Route 13? Let's see. What do we get? What do we get? Route 13 is a Hoppip. Didn't we have a Hoppip already? Or at least one of the evolutions? I mean, it doesn't say we do because there's no Pokeball there. But we had a Hoppip so often. No, we didn't. Interesting. I guess that's a Womp Womp. That's not a good Pokemon for us. Although it might learn Fly eventually, but it's still not good for us. Oh well. So Route 13 is a Hoppip. Fair enough. Hoppip. Bloop. Hoppip was a Hopspross in German. Hopspross. Double S. That barely fits. Almost like they expected that to be. And there's nothing over there. What could we have gotten else? We could have had another Dupes and Squirtle. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I'm okay with this. At least there's something else. Let's see. There's still more routes for us. We can't get past him that easily. So I have to get past one of them. So probably this dude. Except, okay, he's a bird guy. Good. We're just gonna say if it's a rocker, then we have troubles. But no, it's a bird guy. Pretty sure the Blastoise can just Ice Beam this. Ice is effective against flying, so this should work. Yep. Pidgeotto also just probably dies to Ice Beam. I mean, I think everything here just dies to Ice Beam. It's a really good move on a really strong Pokemon. Spearow. More Ice Beam, please. Easy. That is exactly what we want to see. Blastoise is actually going to be really good for Lance. Now that I think about it, it should survive most things. And can just Ice Beam all the dragons. Unless anything has an electric type move. Nothing there. Like, T-Wave doesn't really count. So yeah, Blastoise is just gonna probably annihilate that. Oh no, this is a dead end. This is nothing. This is nothing. Oh, I'm safe there. Key. Was this the right way to go? So this is now Route 14. There's that dude there. Again, trying to dodge trainers. I don't think I can dodge all of them. Ugh. I do want to just see what is in that path there. There's probably a hidden item. Again, I guess flying types are not to be worried about. In a world where we have Ice Beam, we can make chicken popsicles. Deep frozen chicken popsicles. Ice Beam. Last time Raichu made Kentucky Fried Chicken. Or Raichu Fried Chicken. Wow, Blastoise is there to make Blastoise Frozen Chicken, which doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well. Deep frozen Spearows. Now, what are your stats actually? I'm very curious. Not that high of a special attack actually, probably because its nature isn't that great. Nothing there, nothing there. Okay, you didn't have anything. There's the route, which I believe we could just cut through here and head up without a worry. Yep, we did. So this is 14. What do we get for 14? 14 gets us... Oh, Skitty. We really needed something decent. Ugh. I mean, it's so... like... It's more throwaway Pokemon in case we actually need it, but I don't think we need it. I think we're better off just using our good Pokemon at this point. Like, throwaway Pokemon are really good early on when you don't have much variety. But at this point, we just have a very good power setup. You are still called a Neko. We can leave the trainers for the most part. And then we have Route something here. Route 15 right here. Yep. So what do we get on Route 15? We get another one, okay, but Dupe's Claws, so we don't have to get it. But we do need something else to be on this route. Please. More skitties, okay. There's bound to be something else on this round, eventually. Oh, there's more grass there. Something. That's cool. Growlithe is pretty cool. Arcanine is pretty cool. Will it be a good mon for us? Erica's done already, so we don't really need a new fire type. I mean, it can take care of the Venusaur, but then again, we have enough stuff that can just take care of the Venusaur. This is a Fucano. Fucano. It is cool, but I don't think we really need it in the team right now. There's an item up there. Wait. No. I do want to grab the item there if I can. There's also PP, and I'm really glad I didn't get... Oh, Clefairy in German is PP. I'm pretty glad I didn't get that. Because that would have definitely just been useless. I would have just been a Zonk. Wait, what? What? It's a shiny. I'm gonna catch it, but I'm not gonna use it because I don't use the shiny claws, and I do think shiny claws are very, very boring. But it does deserve a Master Ball. As for the reason I don't use shiny claws is because it does make it so that you effectively always want to run around without repel, and that you always just run around for hours and hours and hours in high grass until you finally get shiny. It is a waste of time, but it would cheat around the regular Nuzlocke rules, hence I don't use it. But it is a shiny, which is really good. It's really cool. I'll take that. Heck yeah. That is dope. Really happy about that. I think that's the first shiny in ages. Okay, now I do want to dodge the trainers here. And just grab Rain Dance. It's not a great TM at this point, but it is okay. What's up here? Anything special? There's another aid. I don't have enough for XP share, but XP share also doesn't do anything for me, so it's fine. Then we have more Route 15, which doesn't matter, and then we have Fuchsia City. Again with the houses. There's another Super Rod dude. Oh, Good Rod dude. Okay, fair enough. Then there's water up here, so I will go ahead and fish here for Fuchsia City. Let me Good Rod. Register. I believe the Good Rod is better than the Super Rod. Fuchsia City. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. It's a Krabby. So that's a Krabby. Interesting. Interesting. I do love Krabby and the Kingler line. It does look really cool. But I don't think it's, again, not going to be particularly relevant to us. I do believe the team we have right now is probably as close as it gets to being just really good for us. Krabby is Krabby in German, so this is just gonna overlap. Like, what would we change about this team here? We'd probably not want to use Venomoth instead of Gengar later for the E4. Venomoth is just really good for Koga right now. But later is gonna not be that good. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and look for your teeth. We are not gonna fight Koga until we do Safari Zone because that would be dumb. But we will grab the Pokemon Center. Again, they really didn't need to put all of this stuff on a hill. Grab the Pokemon Center. Then we need to do Safari Zone again, which did take 2 runs through, I believe, last time. To grab everything. There's Route 19. Actually, Route 19 is interesting. Because I do believe we can just fish here. Anything? Nope. Try again. Anything? Yeah, there we go. What do we get for Route 19? We did it! We got a Trapinch! Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I love Trapinch. I love the Flygon. I love them all. They're amazing. I don't want to help many. I'm so happy I'm clicking buttons. I love the Flygon line. They're amazing. Will they be relevant for E4? Probably not. But at least I have them. At least I have them. They can look very pretty on my box. It will be called Knacleon. There we go. That is the German name for it, and I'm really hyped. There's trainers here that I, again, don't really want to pick up. So that was really good. Wait, Route 19, I should put that in here. Trapinch. Like, is a ground dragon type... Ground dragon types has always been difficult. Lance will probably just annihilate them. That's why I'm not looking forward to using Flygon for Lance or E4 in general. We might get some play out of it against Blaine. I might level it up just to have something for Blaine. Then again, I also have Blastoise for Blaine and like enough other things for Blaine, so it's like, you know, it doesn't matter a whole lot to use it, but I do just kind of want to use it. I might do that just for the fun of it. Did you have anything? No, there's a Pokemon Mart. Did you have anything? Yeah, I don't... Oh wait, Substitute? Substitute is funny, but we don't need it. We can cut. Although I'm not sure it matters. Bush doesn't regenerate if you go out of bounds. There's a Kabuto. There's a fossil Pokemon. Wait. I didn't notice this. That's cool. I really do like Kabuto. I'd love to have one as well. What's over here? You just want to talk to everybody. That's a Pokemon. Yeah, that is a Pokemon. What do you have, dude? Where's Sarah? I said I'd meet her. I don't know. Where'd you leave her? You guys were all just ranting about your teethless co-worker. You mean fellows. Instead of helping him. I mean, he can probably write. Why did he never just leave a note saying, hey, by the way, my teeth are in the Safari Zone. Go grab them for me, please. I guess nobody ever thought about that. Huh. Like, if that was me, the first thought I'd have was, like, write something down on a note, tap somebody's shoulder, and give them the stupid note. Okay, Safari Zone. Safari Zone is its own account. Oh, we can't save in here. Safari Zone is its own encounter. The rest house doesn't really matter. I think it just steals your steps. So Safari Zone does have an encounter. A single one. Well noted. Not multiple. It doesn't really matter which field we go to, because it's all random. Hoppip we already have, so that's not something we need. I might accidentally capture something by just pressing buttons and throwing a ball by accident. Snubble. I guess that's our encounter for this one. Sure. We're getting a lot of, like, random ones. Okay, fine. I'm not too too happy about it. Snubble is also just Snubble. Which, yeah, it's actually interesting how many Pokemon have the same name in German as in English. Leafstone is good. I've never realized that quite so much as in here, where I tend to name everything in their German way. I could have had a Torchic. That would have been dope. I mean, it would have been useless, but it would have been dope. Sunny Day is good. Like, we could have just straight up had a fly. No, this doesn't count. This doesn't count. Again, we're just going to automatically catch it because that's what the randomizer is set to, but this doesn't count. You do not count. You will be called no count. It's literally just me spam clicking A, which is a curse. That is another rest house, so there's nothing in here, I don't think. Nope. I think it's just there to steal your steps. Vroop. We could have had so much greatness here, but instead we had to get a Snubble. Could have had a Torchic. Like, there's so many dupes here, and we could have had a Torchic. There's another dupe here in form of Squirtle. There's actually really good mons here. If we hadn't gotten the other one... Oh, no, there's a Pokeball there. No, I need to go back. Because I don't know what that is. It could be something really crappy, but I don't know. Max Potion, okay. It's okay. It saves me money. Although money almost doesn't matter. Ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-da-bum. Squirtle doesn't matter. Snubble. Anything up there? Nope. Probably not gonna make the run. Is there anything here? Yes, there is. There is Quicklaw. Quicklaw's good. It's not great, but it's good. I mean, there's so many Pokemon that I have that probably don't have an item yet, where Quicklaw is just a default good thing to use. Max Revive doesn't matter, it's money, I guess. What's this? This is Max Potion. Don't think we have many steps left. This is just the rest house. No, there it is. Okay, we need to head back in and get through this again. We still need strength. Or do we need the teeth? We need the teeth, which sounds so bad. But yeah, we still need the teeth. Squirtle. Yep. Stop annoying me and teasing me. There's this. We can turn around and up here and through there and probably get another Squirtle. Ooh, Relicanth. Relicanth is also cool. But I don't know if he's really particularly good in the games. He's interesting as a TCG card. Tentacle, I'm really glad I didn't get a Tentacle. Well, actually, Tentacle would have been cool. Anything would have probably been better than the Snubble. I'm snubbing on the Snubble, I know. But it's deserved. Sounds so mean. Anything here? There's a surfable item, but nothing there. Okay, so that was a waste. Let me grab this. What was here? Was there anything here? I think this was just the house, and then up there's nothing. There's an item over there as well, which we can't grab. There's a path over here. There's a surfable item. This does nothing. Damn it. I need to go further than this. Probably need to go like one to the left or something. Oh, there's an item. Steel Wing. Steel Wing is good. Stewing's pretty good. So there's just a rest house, which I believe is the one that we got stuck at. Hello, Hot Whip. Don't need that. Stewing's pretty good. At least protein is good. We might not make it this run, but we are gonna be close, I think. Coughing we already have. Get through there. Get through there. Get me the teeth. Gold teeth. There we go. We did it. That was the most important part, I think. Double team is fine. It's not particularly great again. There's this house here which gives you HM3. Oh yeah, right. This is strength. This is surf. Surf is dope. We should just throw that on right now. Surf is really, really good. It's like the de facto water type move for ages, basically. We can just throw this on instead of water pulse in every way. Yep. Same goes for the Gyarados. Gyarados also needs it. Gyarados doesn't make much use of it, but it's still really high base power with 95. So it almost doesn't even matter that Gyarados is mostly physical, because the base power on Surf is just so high. Okay, now we can just chill and spend some steps. I don't actually know what else is in the Safari Zone. Like, there was an item in the water, but I'm not sure if that was anything relevant. If we need to go back there for it after Koga. We can, but we probably don't need to. We don't need to, is what I should say. Anyway, Koga's up next. Now that we've done that, we can first of all go to Pokemon Center. That sounds like a smart idea. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Again, Venomoth is gonna be the MVP for this one. I will pump everything up to 42 before we get to Thingamabob. Before we get to Koga. So let's grab you. Because there are force trainers, so we do need to actually fight a bit. Sleep powder we don't need. Let's up the Blastoise here as well. Could we probably kill Koga with other things? Probably, but it's also just faster and better to just use something super effective. Diglett definitely does nothing against Koga is the issue. Because ground type... well, Muck dies through Diglett. Or Dugtrio, I should say. Which is relevant. It might come up. Rain Dance, we don't need Rain Dance. Okay. That is that. We should honestly save here. I'm not sure if anything can learn Steel Wing here. And if it does... ooh, if it does, is it relevant? I'll check, but I don't think anything can realistically learn it. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Nothing can learn it. Okay. It's still a good move, but it's not something that we really, really need. Ba-da-dum, ba-ba-bum. Now I need to check for all the white tiles here. I do need to fight you. I need to go around the right side. Did I swap Pokemon? I probably... no, I did. I think I did. Oh, there's a Drowsy. We are weak to Fly. We are weak to Psychic, actually, which is kind of eh. But it's also weak to Dark, so we could just use Thief here and probably be fine. Ugh. Headbutt, we're fine. We can just use Thief again. Bonk. But you do want to be careful about the Psychic types in here. That's the weird part about Koga's Gym. Another Drowsy. Bonk. Koga uses poison types, except most of his trainers also use psychic types, which is very weird. My back is absolutely sticking to this chair now. It's so warm. Kadabra. That is mildly spooky. I will not say anything against a Kadabra. I do probably just want to swap into the Gyarados. Intimidate doesn't matter. Recover doesn't do anything. Okay. We can just Hyper Beam here. We are faster. I just want to make sure that the Venomoth doesn't get Psychic by one of the strongest Psychic types there is. Headbutt doesn't do anything. And we can just Hyper Beam again. Might as well. Brump. There goes Drowsy. Critical hit. Easy. I accept. Okay. Juggler Kirk done. Next up is a dude there, which we can dodge. And then we can just make our way over to Koga. There we go. Hello, Koga. Again, let's save. And we should heal up the Venomoth and then make very dang sure that the Venomoth can actually kill it. So let's heal it up. We have potions. Doesn't need the entire... No, actually a regular potion will suffice here. Perfectly suffice. I'll take that. Yoink. And then we get to have rare candies. We can go up to 43. That is the max level, so we will make use of that. It's just Blastoise and the Venomoth, but that's fine. Okay, Venomoth should be able to kill you. Let's hope that it does. He has a coughing first. Psychic. Please kill. The difficulty is that they all have pretty poor special defense, except for Muck. There we go. Except for Muck. Let's see how much damage the Psychic does. I mean, nothing it has is effective against the Venomoth. Minimize is annoying, so if we get RNG'd here, then we just lose because of evasiveness. But we do actually hit it. Good. Venomoth just sweeps through Koga. That is great. That is exactly what we needed here. Things are coming together really nicely this run. With the most random stuff. I never would have expected Venomoth to actually be relevant. I do like Venomoth, but I also know that it's like not the greatest. But it does do a good enough job to deal with Koga. Wheezing also doesn't matter, you don't have any special defense. Oh, you do survive a bit though. Sludge doesn't really do much. Nope. In case of heal, we will... Yep, in case of heal, we'll just press Psychic again instead of trying to be clever with our PP. If we high roll, it could just die. No, we low rolled actually, or lower than before. He used another potion. Okay, maybe we just crit it now to save time. I mean, we could still high roll. I'm not sure if the first one was a high roll or a mid roll. Or we just critted, like I said. Nice, I'll take that. Enough using potions. That was Koga done. Koga was easy. The level cap now is Blaine with 47. It's not a whole lot more. Team 06 is toxic, which is great. Dig out. Oh, we can't dig out of here? We can't? Oh, that's weird. Interesting. Can't dig our way out of here. Huh. There we go. Now we need to do what? How do we proceed? I think we proceed to the left side. And then we need to, so we need to actually probably need to fly to Pallet Town somehow. Somehow being the key word here. Do we have anything that can fly? Flygon can fly. You do not exist, so I will remove you. I will use my actual Trapinch. So we can just use our Trapinch here, leveled up hardcore, and then can use Gengar again, which is good. And then use Flygon to fly. Then we have a good way to get out of here. So do excuse this, but it is gonna take a while otherwise to get to 30 something. Because we need to go to Vibrava first. And then go to Flygon, which I think is like 36-ish or 42-ish. It happens fairly late. It's like always like a weird number. I think the Vibrava happens at 22? No? Then 25 or 28? Jeez, okay. I'm very wrong. Unless it's really late, then it's 32 for Vibrava. Then it's a good question whether or not we actually get a Flygon here. That's still not a Vibrava. We do want to learn Crunch instead of Bite. But that is still not a Vibrava. Hello? Okay, that's at least going into Vibrava, but now I'm worried about getting Flygon. Flygon gets leveled up at 45, which is just within our level cap. Good. Okay, good. Dragon Breath, sure. It is one of those weird Pokemons where it's either physical or special. You can have a physical special split on it. It's usually fine, but it's also like not optimal. But yeah, okay, 45 is Flygon, good. It's just within. It's not like Salamence where you're just screwed because you need to wait till they're like for level 50 up. Screech we don't need. No. We do need the attack relearner. I guess I'm not actually going to use it that much, but still. I'm not sure if it's worth using it for Blaine, unfortunately. It came in far too late. I think Blastoise and Gyarados are just gonna annihilate Blaine. Mostly Blastoise. Flygon, woo! I still do love Flygon, it's great. Okay, now I could have just stayed in the bank. Now I need the Fly. I need to find the attack relearner. Ugh. Fly can be taught to you. Please learn Fly, especially instead of Screech. Da-dunk, da-dunk. This animation is so dumb. It takes too long. Whoever thought that a full animation for this was fun? We're now at 9 hours and 21. Getting there. We are getting there. So we need to head back. We do have Surf now. So actually get a few encounters. We get to head to Celadon. Because we can head around and fish. So that is something we can do. So we get 2 encounters here at least that I can remember. Which is head up here, swim over and grab the fishing rod, or just use swim to get the Celadon encounter. This isn't the Celadon encounter. We already got something on route, whatever this is. Shaloko or Silicon, Silcoon, doesn't matter. Okay, Surf and then head to Celadon. So this is now Cerulean, not Celadon. But yeah, Cerulean gets us. What do we get for Cerulean? Squirtle, okay, sure. We already have a Squirtle, but that doesn't matter. We have to Dupe's Claws. Dupe's Claws. Bum ba dum ba dum. Please give me something. Something other than Squirtle. Bum 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 ba dum bum. Eventually we'll get something. Bum bum ba dum. Otherwise we do need to fish. We may need to fish. I'm gonna try it again. but we may need to fish. Is this still? Yeah, this still counts. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, I do actually need to be careful. So this is Cerulean still. Celadon was Erika's city. That's right. So this is just Squirtles. I'm not gonna waste more time here with them. I will just go ahead and fish by going to the left here and using the fishing rod. See what we get. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? We get a... Ooh, Tyrogue is cool. Way too late for us, but still cool. Far too late for us, but still very cool. Do we need a fighting type for anything? Theoretically, it's halfway decent for Giovanni's gym. But I also don't know. Rabouts is, glaube ich, is sein name. Rabouts. I might be wrong, but I think that is it. So that's a Tyrogue, which is cool. Then we need to head over to here. There's still this route here as well, and this. Should probably grab them as well. So that's next to Fuchsia, actually. To the left. Let's change and enter that. Tyrogue. There we go. So there is the encounter over there. To these routes. Whoop. Route 18. We didn't grab Route 18 yet, right? Just making very sure. Let me hide all the rival fights we had. Route 18 is still open, Route 17 is still open. Wait, this is... I didn't want to go here. I think last time we screwed up by killing whatever we had here. Without looking at it. And if I even remember even more, then it was a dupes and then we still screwed up. But fast enough to just spam Spike Kick here. Again, next level cap is 47. I'm not sure which route this is though right now. Oh, we're faster than a Firo. Not bad. And we do kill a Firo. Even better. 44. Is this the 17? It is 18. Okay, so this is 18. What do we get in 18? Last time we screwed up. 18 gets us a Ninja Tom. Almost a Shedinja in German, in English. Ninja Tom in German. That's cool. Is it gonna be relevant at this point? Shedinja can sweep most of the game with ease because there's few things that have anything effective against it. But I think at this point, the rivals or the trainers are gone. So it doesn't really matter anymore. This was 18. You can't surf here. You can't fishing rod here. We need to go through this very slowly. So items here. I don't remember if there's items here. Yeah, I feel like there was an item up on here. No, that's a sign. But I do feel like there was an item way further up here. No? Nothing? Cycle. I think last time I talked about how I found this episode of the anime to be very weird. Wish there was quite a few weird anime. You can see me from all the way over there. Okay. You really want to have Psychic. You really want your Pokemon to be beaten up by Psychic. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Have it your way. Psychic, go. Whoa, it survived. And Disable Mist. Interesting. So we can just leave here. Just to save up to the PP. Okay, that was it. Was that worth it for you, guy? Was it? Are you happy now? Whoa. I need you to don't. Okay, good. So there's grass here. About 17 grass is a Sableye. Interesting. Is it good? No. I mean, at this point in the game, it's one of the few Pokemon, if not even the only Pokemon, that has no weaknesses because of its weird typing, which makes it a really good tank. It's called Subirus in German. Yes, there we go. It's a very weird one. It's cool and weird. Anyway. Is there an item here? Oh! Well, we already had something for Route 16, I believe. Subirus. Sableye. Did we not have anything for Route 15? Was that something we missed? Saffron, we got a Nidoqueen from. Did we already actually have a Nidoran? We then probably didn't need the Nidoqueen, eh? Probably... What ended up there? Interesting. Weird. Wait. Huh? So, Saffron was the Porygon then. Porygon 2. Pokemon Tower we got a coughing from. Let me just spend the few seconds here. Vermilion's Cascan died. Teddy Ursa died. Misty was honestly the biggest threat we've had so far. Viridian City still has an encounter. Okay, so let's beat this dude up. And then grab the Viridian City encounter. Because that's so good. And I need to check what Route 15 was. Did I not get anything on Route 15? It feels like it was a regular thingamabob. So it feels weird. Where was Route 15? 7, 5... 15 was this. 15 was the Growlithe. That's what it was. As well as a shiny, which doesn't count towards our stuff. We also have Power Plant, which this time I do want to at least look inside and grab the encounter. Then we have 19 and 20. 19 we already got, but 20 we need to grab. And we have Seafoam Islands this time as well. We do want to grab all the encounters this time. So let's go to Viridian here first. We have a fishing or swimming encounter with the water that's in here. So let's do that. And there's also a guy there teaching Dream Eater or something stupid, but we don't really need it. So what do we get here? We get a Venonat. We already have that. I really need to stop pressing that button. So this one doesn't matter. Let's hope that there's more than just Venonats here. Ba-bum, bum, 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 ba-bum, bum. Come on. Anything. Can't be that difficult. It's another Venonat. Okay, so we need to fish. We need to fish. Fish, fish, fish. Okay, let's fish. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Not even a nibble. Give me fish. Give me fish. There we go. What do we get? What do you get? We get a Shroomish. Shroomish is cute. Shroomish is pretty cool. We need to restock on balls in a second here as well. That's cool. Breloom is cool. Is it relevant though? This is always a big question because it is a physical Pokemon that is also grass type, which is always a weird one. It's called a Knilz in German. Knilz. There we go. Pilz is mushroom, so it's something with a K and then mushroom. Dun-dun-dun. We need to buy Pokeballs while we're here. Might as well. If the ball type doesn't matter because it's an auto catch to the randomizer. Grab Pokeballs, couple. Not that we need that many, but oh well. We can then head down to Pallet Town. Then we need to actually head up to the power plant. This time we're going to grab everything, okay? No exceptions this time. I made the mistake last time of not respecting it. We can go through it with Repel, maybe. Might be interesting. Throw on Repel and go through there. I should... You know what? I'll save up the power plant encounter for next time because I do need to first check what the level average is there. Route 21. So let's go through grass here. Route 21. What do we get? What do we get? Route 21 is... Ooh, a Wigglytuff. 21. Ooh, Wigglytuff. Interesting. Probably not gonna be something that we want to use. But it is cool. No doubt. It was a favorite of mine during the Mystery Dungeon times. Because it was the leader and it was funny. It had good dialogue. So Wigglytuff is a Knuddeluff. Cuddlyluff. Cuddles Pokemon. Okay, is over here. Knuddeluff. Might be one F, it might be two F, it might be one or two L's, I don't know. Where's the F? There. Again, might be one less L and one more F, but I don't care. Let's swim. This doesn't matter. But we could have had Execute. Execute is cool. We need to just head straight down, I think, for the Cinnabar. And we don't have another route here. Except for Cinnabar and then the mansion on Cinnabar. We're also not gonna go too much longer. We're just gonna get to Cinnabar and I think check the mansion encounter. Because we did hit our 3-hour mark here. Then we will continue sometime next week. Oh, I didn't really want to go into him. We will continue sometime next week with probably either... Ooh, we actually have a weird one next week because there's, again, 2 free days for me. I might... Again, I have to... Oh, yeah, there's no running. Haha. Giga Drain? I might do a stream on Tuesday. I might do a stream on Thursday, given that's a day off, and then I'll do a stream on Saturday. But again, I have to see. Ooh, that recover was a bit too good. Wait, Thief might do stuff. Is Thief better? Not really. Confuse Ray is annoying. But as long as we can get through, we can just Giga Drain. As long as we get through, we can just Giga Drain. Please? No. So we may end up... What I'm trying to say is we may end up doing 3 streams next week, which will definitely finish up this game. Stop it. Oh my god. Snapped out. Good. So 3 streams is a very big possibility for next week. Which will also definitely finish up the game. Because all we need to do next time is finish up Cinnabar. Grab the few rogue encounters here and there. Let me swap out the Venonat here actually for Raichu. Raichu can't deal with Execute, but it can deal with all the swimmers. And then we'll actually just have the islands, Cinnabar Islands, and the few roguish places like Route 20. We might just swim to Route 20 as well today because we can. So let's go into the Pokemon Mansion, check out the encounter in here. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? We get Execute. Okay, fine. I guess I'll take the Execute. Execute is fine. It's cool enough. That is the Pokemon Mansion Execute. I don't think I've ever had the evolution. That what's it called? The tree Pokemon that evolves from it. It's Kokovai in German. I just don't know what the. And this is just Ovai. Which actually means like I is egg, but Ovai is also often said when like oh no, basically. So it's a pun on that because it's cracked eggs. Door's locked. I know. Let us grab repels, like max repels here, just for next time. There we go, because we will need it with quite a few of them. So that is that. Was there actually just Professor Aiden here? Or are you another dude? You're a different dude. Okay. So that is that. We have a Pokemon Center here. We also have the fossil. We'll have the fossil. Fossil might be cool. What do we get for our fossil? There's so many things we can do. Hello, fossil dude. Yes, gimme. We can grab another fossil, but they don't count. This is just the Cinnabar Island encounter. Delcatty, which is actually a dupe, so this isn't our island encounter. Okay. We can just fish then for our island encounter. We could go back, grab the amber. Now we're going places. Go back to here, to Pewter. Grab amber. Hatch that up and see if that becomes our island encounter before we have to fish. I don't. If I can avoid having to fish, then I will. Again, Delcatty doesn't count because of the dupes. So we already got the Skitty. That is what it is, right? Delcatty. Yeah, it is. Okay. So old Amber gotten. We fly back. At least Flygon has a use so far. It has fly, which already helps. Otherwise, we still would not have anything. We could probably level up the dead Zubat and do it, but that feels weird. If I can avoid it, I'd rather avoid it. Okay, hi there, dude. Give me something good. It may take a while. Okay. Set out and then set back in. Whoop. Vileplume. Vileplume was... Vileplume. Okay, so it's new. I think I have to actually Google what the name was. Giflor. Because I always get them wrong with the pre-evolution of it. Basically, gift is poison and floor for flower or flora. So, poison flower. Giflor is, or Vileplume is pretty cool. It's a good, decent Pokemon. Okay, so next, what did we have on the map here? So there's Route 20 right here, so we can just surf on this and grab our Route 20 encounter, right? And just make very damn sure. Yep. Okay, and there's Seafoam Islands. Yeah, I'm not. I'll probably stand in front of Seafoam Islands the next time. Okay, this is Route 20. Let's grab our Route 20 encounter here. Dun, 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 dun. It's a Bulbasaur. That is dope. Is it relevant for us? Nope. But is it cool? Yes. Bulbasaur is still cool. So there's Route 20 Bulby baby. Which is a Bisasam in German. Zam. Now, I don't know what the Bisa means, but Zam is like for seed. So that is basically the meaning behind that. So next time we do Cinnabon well, next time we can probably power plant Seafoam Islands, clear the mansion, clear Blaine, clear the islands, and then see if we can still clear Giovanni within a reasonable time frame. But until then, let me actually do the regular stuff that we always do, is stand in the Pokemon Center. Also take a look at our shiny, before I forget. And take a look at the natures we got. There's so many Pokemons now. Let me actually get rid of the Delcatty here because it is a dupes. Goodbye. Boop. Be gone. So we do have... What do we get? We also got a coughing. I believe we did all the remaining natures. So this is relaxed. Hoppip was relaxed as well. Great. They were all fine. Skitty, we don't really care about, but it is... Adamant is actually pretty decent for you. Growlithe is naughty. Has Flash Fire, which is decent, but again, not particularly relevant for right now. This is the... is it shiny? Yeah, it is. Okay. This is our shiny Clefairy. It isn't allowed to be used, but it is great. I do just... This is the shiny Clefairy in the box. Is really cool. I love it. It's a shiny. Again, we can't use it because otherwise it would be really boring, as I explained before. But it is cool. It is a collector's item. I will just throw that over into here. Maybe we get more. Then we have a Krabby, which is brave with shell armor. That's actually interesting because it can't get critted. Tyrogue is naive with guts. Guts is always good. Snubble has gentle and runaway. Ninja Tom has Wonder Guard as usual and brave. Zubirus has keen eye and naive. The Shroomish has effect spore and mild. Mild was decent, I think, for special attack, maybe. Obviously, you were good. You were good. Wigglytuff is brave with cute charm. Execute was also brave with chlorophyll. And the Vileplume is sassy with chlorophyll, which I believe is all for that. Ooh, I wanted to head over to the other box because I believe, yes, we do have the Bulby here. Oop. So let's put the Bulby into here. Summarize. Has also got Naughty and Overgrow as usual. Okay, this is pretty cool. There's definitely some mons. Yeah, so Blaine will probably just suffer against Blastoise and Gyarados here. Which I will actually replace the Venomoth with. I think Flygon, I do actually need to go to the attack relearner and just use Flygon for a while because he is our flyer. She is our flyer, so I will probably just have to do that. But that it'll be something I'll do off stream here until the next time. Again, not sure yet what the schedule will be. We will upload a schedule in due time. Be sure to check out the YouTube posts or the Twitter or the Blue Sky. I'm also now available on Insta and TikTok, so I upload all my shorts on 3 platforms now. So be sure to head over there as well. Until then, until next time, whenever next time will be, I wish you all a great time. Have a good one, and bye bye. And now we'll have to just see where we raid. Where do we do the raid in? We have to stop the YouTube because YouTube raids don't exist. Please. Does it?